financial fam. Women in their 20s are creating their financial foundation, sometimes referred to as the building blocks of a financial planning pyramid. This is the time to optimize your potentiality. You might start small, but take these recommendations so you can develop your skills, your behaviors, and your processes. In order to survive and hopefully thrive, you've got some sort of income or incomes. You've started your career. In the meantime, are you bombarded with messages and ideas on how to live, what to buy, how to plan? There's a lot of competing opportunities vying for your income. So you need to be strategic about how you divvy up what you earn, what you have coming in, and what you have going out. Of course, you have to pay for your living expenses, but frankly, you need to keep those low. The research shows that your moms, your grandmas didn't, and you need to break that cycle. Discipline yourself to not keep up with the Joneses until you've taken care of my recommendations, which are further on in this video, of savings, debt control, and insurance, which also are facets of financial capability. Savings. You have got to save. Savings can be broken down into 3 parts. 1, savings for emergencies. Rule of thought is for 3 months of spending to be saved as emergency savings. It's okay, you might not have that all at once. 2, you also need to save for big ticket items like future cars, replacement cars, mortgage, hey, and maybe even someday an investment property. Lastly, almost most importantly, retirement. Ladies, you are going to spend between 20 and 50 years in retirement, no kidding. So you got to start now. Retirement, you should eventually be maxing out your 401ks, which is going to be over $20,000 a year. It's okay, you're probably not going to start with that. You also are probably going to have an IRA or a Roth IRA. That takes time. With your retirement plan though, it's not just savings. You're not just putting that into cash. You're investing. So you're going to want to watch my other videos on the basics of investing, the basics of asset allocation. By the way, pro tip, the reason why you're investing is called something like the time value of money. We'll talk more about that in another video. You have this retirement investment account because of this compounding. For example, you put $300 a month into an investment that's yielding 6%. That's not egregious. That's very moderate. If it's making 6% compounded quarterly, after 45 years, around the time you might retire, you're going to end up with probably $800 to well over $1 million just from that. And that's not even saying you're increasing it. If you've started a family, wonderful. You may be tempted to start an education fund for the kids. Understood. But when it comes to divvying up those valuable resources, your income, make sure you remember that the kids can always borrow for college. You can't borrow for retirement. Debt. Pay off your college loans and keep your debt low. Pay those credit cards off and don't get sucked into the temptation of getting multiple credit cards. I get it that you're bombarded with messages on that. You only have one and you pay it monthly. You're also during your 20s maybe getting a mortgage and a car loan. That's okay. Keep your debt manageable. And when you're figuring out where your monies go, don't opt for debt to the detriment of your emergency savings, big ticket item savings, and retirement savings. Insurance. Health insurance number 1. You may be on your parents' plan until age 26. After that, make sure you've got a good health insurance plan for yourself and your family. Disability. There's a higher likelihood that you're going to become disabled between now and retirement than die. You need to look at disability. Hopefully there's a good plan through your work. Life insurance. Often work plans have a nice free plan, maybe your annual salary, but if you do have a family, you can potentially increase that life insurance through work for not a lot of money. Make sure if you have a home or an auto or both that you also have coverages for those. The government has some great resources you can also use. Okay, 20-somethings, those are some basics. You can do this.